The former president Abdelaziz Bouteflika passed away. To Allah we belong, and to Him we return.
The MPs of the National People's Assembly, or Lower House of Parliament, adopted the Government Action Plan on Thursday. 318 MPs voted in its favor, while 65 MPs voted against it, which made the Government Action Plan adopted with a crushing majority. This action plan, which includes 5 major axes and several projects, was adopted after 4 days of debate. The government's action plan was developed to lay new foundations to achieve the economic takeoff the country really needs via a thorough review of the investment laws and a reform of the management system of lands intended for investment, in addition to the digitization of public contracting and the search for alternative means of financing. Prime Minister, Minister of Finance Ayman bin Abdurrahman indicated that the government had finalized the revision of the laws relating to investments, which will be presented in the coming weeks to the National People's Assembly. This in-depth revision was carried out to address the concerns expressed by economic operators who have requested the removal of barriers which prevent investment projects from being carried out. A reform which, according to the Prime Minister, will give strong signals and guarantees likely to increase the attractiveness of Algeria to foreign investments. Ayman bin Abdurrahman also indicated that restoring citizens' confidence was the top priority of the government, and the same would go for the fight against corruption and the looting of public property. In the same context, he expressed the willingness of the state to recover the public money that was embezzled and transferred abroad, while reaffirming the will of the state to relentlessly fight against corruption. He also announced the revision of the municipal and provinces codes by holding reform training workshops to be held as of next October. The Prime Minister explained that this reform would allow the establishment of a real policy for regional planning and local economic development. In the same context, he stated the intent of the government to initiate as soon as possible a revision of the entire healthcare system. For his part, the chairman of the National People's Assembly, Ibrahim Boughali, affirmed that the government action plan as adopted by the MPs draws the outlines of the new Algeria, promise for which the President of the Republic, Abdelmajid Tebboune, has been committed. For the chairman of the National People's Assembly, the major lines of this plan reflect the sincere political will for a real relaunch of development in the context of Algeria's attachment to its rooted values, its constant principles, and its authenticity.
The head of the National Elections Authority, Mohamed Sharfi, revealed in an exclusive interview with the state TV channel that the recent and exceptional review of the electoral lists witnessed an unprecedented rise. This time, the electoral body increased for the first time by 1,046 to 186. As for the total rules, the parties that withdrew candidacy forms exceeded 8 million, while the total of independent lists withdrew 7,096,610 forms.
The National Bank of Algeria has inaugurated its first agency dedicated exclusively to Islamic finance here in Algiers, in the municipality of Usande. Other agencies offering the same services will follow in the next months. The BNA is the first public bank to announce the use of Islamic financing system through the 64 counters existing at the level of the agencies located across the national territory. The bank offers a rich and diversified range of services consisting of financing formulas and savings accounts intended for individuals, professionals and companies.
تم الاتفاق
The generalization of autonomous bank branches adopting the Islamic financial system could encourage citizens to go towards these products and services that do not violate or oppose the Sharia rules in accordance with the fatwas or religious opinions issued by prominent local scholars. The BNA adopts its commercial strategy according to the needs of its customers. It has launched 9 new products through all the branches dedicated to this financing mode spread over the national territory. The number of bank accounts opened since the launch of Islamic finance products is 15,000, through which 10 billion dinars have been deposited until last May, with 310 branches opened.
235 new confirmed cases of coronavirus and 19 deaths were announced on September 17th by the Ministry of Health in a press release. In terms of treatment, the number of cured patients over the past 24 hours is 188. The Ministry of Health also recalled the need to observe healthy measures, notably wearing of face masks and respecting social distancing. Fishing is one of the greatest hobbies. Some call it a sport, while others consider it the art of life. It has now turned into the most favorite activity to face boredom and the daily routine. Today, we are on the side of the seafront of Boulourine in the capital Algiers. It is the end of summer. Many people want to take advantage of these last sunny days. For some, it is swimming. For others, it is fishing. A real passion that attracts some people, to which some regulars are riveted. Whether it's raining or shining, fishing is their passion in any case. It is our favorite hobby. It allows us to get rid of stress and to let steam off. Equipped with a fishing rod, hook and patience, Mouloud comes here to forget his everyday stressful life. Like Mouloud, fishing is seen as a therapy, but also a kind of addiction, since the majority of its lovers keep enjoying it at any time.